Hello and welcome to Profit Insiders. I am Justin Godley, your guide into the realms of the stonk, and I'm glad to see you made it. On this channel, we talk about stocks, we talk about bonds, we talk about investments of all kinds, and it's super exciting to get into it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Trying to figure out what else. Oh, yeah, if you like what you see on this channel, please feel free to follow and subscribe for more. All right, with that being said, let's dive in. So, as per our analysis from yesterday, we're seeing upwards momentum, more of a bullish momentum, a little bit of a pullback earlier today. We saw, well, yeah, let's see. That was a pullback from yesterday. And then leading into today, we're seeing it rise back up from where it was at. Hit that 599 600 price, and that's currently where we're at with SPY. Current price is 602.70. It was 602.75 about 10 minutes ago. Support resistance, we're looking at 598.69 to 599.99 with resistance 604 to 446 to 605.20. So that's going to be 599.99 right there, with 598 just below it, as we were analyzing before, with a 605.20 as our markers for where to trade. Now, if you're trading either options, stocks, or whatever, if you're putting anything in actual positions, highly recommend getting out of those positions, because we are currently seeing a neutral realm where, as you can see, it's doing a little bit of a stagnant action. This sometimes happens for those of you who are more experienced with trading, where it'll go between two different price points and just kind of like bounce between those two price points. In our business, in our line of work, we call it the death zone. You probably call it something else, but it's currently in a death zone where the highest it's willing to go is 605 and the lowest it's willing to go is 599.99. And so you're kind of somewhere in between this price, and you're thinking, okay, well, is it a good time to buy? I would say probably not the best time. I'm going to give you more analysis here in a second as to what the indicators are suggesting, but my biggest recommendation is to let it drop to 599 for support for confirmation. So those are your supports and resistance. The indicators suggest that MACD is showing a weak bullish crossover. Stock RSI is cooling off from overbought positions. Price action, strong bullish candle at support, currently grinding up past 9 EMA and 50 EMA. We're looking at a bullish direction with 70% confidence. 4-point move potential. It is possible because there's room from 602 to retest for 605.20. The price, obviously, so 602 to 605, the price looks to be a recovery mode post VFG fill. So there was a VFG fill. If you will direct your attention to this area, VFG fill, referring to this area right here and this area right here. And then there's a couple areas up there. But basically the VFG fill, as you can see, see these three candles. Again, recognize the pattern when it comes to fair value gap. You see this going up like this. You see it going down. You see a slight rejection going up, see a slight rejection going back down. It probably already hit its recovery mode the night of. So a lot of the times it has nights where the stock will, continue to move. And sometimes we're just seeing the tail end of that. So it very well could have hit its lowest of lows. It could have been somewhere down here. But if we had that data, we would be able to analyze for it. But we're working with the data that we currently have, and our machines and operating systems are doing the same. Moving on to QQQ. Current price is 533.65, or that was what it was at 10 minutes ago. We're looking at support resistance. So for support, it's 530.05. Resistance is 533.63, and it just touched that about 10 minutes ago. Or no, 563.63 is right. 563. Sorry, 533.63. Yeah, right here. That's your resistance line. So the fact that it's broken above resistance of 563.63 or 533.63, excuse me, correction, mouthful, is quite a big deal. So we're gonna, oh wait a minute, oh shit. We're gonna highlight that change, and that's where you're gonna see your new line for resistance. And I'll change the color too, so it's distinct. But basically, that's what we're looking at for this area. MACD is weekly bullish, so it's not weekly as in WEAKLY, and not weekly as in weekly, you know, in a week. It's weekly bullish, so it's suggesting that it has upwards momentum, but it's not going to be anything crazy. You're not going to see it moving. More than likely, we're not going to get that 4-point move or potential today for QQQ. Reminder for those who are watching, again, I'm going to mention this a lot as one of my terminologies, but 4-point moves are basically those $4 moves, right? So say it's at 430. If it hits 434, that means it was or 530 in this case, hits 534, it means it was a 4-point move. Basically, one of my indicators and, you know, my tech and all of my analysis tools are saying is it's not going to hit that. It's not going to hit that 4-point move today. Specifically for QQQ. So stock RSI is elevated near 80 plus. We're looking at price action recovery bounce from VFG zone. Again, going back to this kind of area right here. One of the cool things about our self-made indicators for CMAC trend is that we're able to really pick up on these VFG zones where it basically it evaluates and says, all right, cool. It looks like it's going to go up according to this data right here. So we're looking at a lot of these. Hence, this is essentially another one of those, all right, cool. It sees that it's going to go back up sort of routine. Okay. Currently battling resistance and curling EMAs. Direction bias, it's neutral to slight bullish. So we're looking at, so if you're trying to trade today, I wouldn't trade for QQQ simply because it doesn't show that it's going to have a lot of promising returns. Might have some tomorrow. So just keep your eyes peeled. No direct target for this one. Natural to slight bullish, we're looking at 60%, but again, nothing serious. There's no serious target for it. It's not going to move. It's not going to have a lot of movement today. All right, moving on to NVDA. So the price that it was at the time of this analysis was 144.21, which is right here. So it hasn't really changed in the last 10 minutes or so. Support resistance, we're looking at support of 142.05, which is right here. Yeah, it's right here, right? 142.05. We already got the resistance lines going. 142.52. Resistance this one is going to be 144.36 to 145.52, and as you can see, it's already broken above 144.36. So we're looking at more of a clear confirmation for breakthrough above 144.36 to 145.52. MACD is bullish. Stock RSI is sitting in mid to high range. Price action bounced hard from 142 level with clean continuation above all EMAs with bullish price structure. Direction bias is bullish. We're looking at 75% confidence that it's going to go up. And that's a 4-point move for today. If it holds above 143.89 and it breaks 144.36, 145.52 is very much in reach. So we're looking at, so would I say a 4-point move? Probably not, because we still need it to break above 145.52 with confirmation. Well, 4-point move, I mean, I think my little AI companion got this part wrong. But a 4-point move is essentially like, it could be saying a 4-point move in regards to in regards to this situation right here, right? So it started at 141, 141.98, and then made its way up to 144. So the 4-point move already happened is kind of what we're evaluating, and it could very easily reach 145.52. But as of right now, I highly recommend letting it find a direction before putting in a position for execution. That way you can be confident in the direction that it's going to head. Once the indicators and all of the movement starts to establish a specific trend. So basic summary for today. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. All right. Hey, with that being said, guys, it's been real. Continue to come back here for more market insights and guidance. If you guys want more of this, if you want to be a part of a community where we do this stuff for a living, follow the links in the description below, and you'll be able to find access to our group, our membership group. We have a membership group called the Profit Insiders Group. If you guys are interested in stuff like that, you can also check us out at our website, or you can text the number that'll be on your screen here in a couple seconds. Hey, it's been real. You have a good one. All right. Bye.